have to make weight? Did he train any differently to bulk up? Did he spend too much time promoting the fight? The extra weight may help him on the inside against a strong guy like Holyfield, but will it affect his speed and quickness, which he's been saying all along will be the difference in this fight? He wants to keep a fast pace, does Toney. Bottom line, what kind of shape is Toney in? We'll soon find out.
Well, the first punch of the fight for Evander Holyfield was what? A left hook. So
there's a surprise.
Yeah, he knows he's got to throw that punch, and he must use the jab. Part of the problem with that, oh, there it is again.
And that is his best punch.
It is, and the jab has been missing from the Holyfield arsenal in recent fights because he said he can't keep the hand up because the shoulder bothers him so much. He has to let it lay down. He can't throw the jab. We'll see in this fight whether it's back.
There's a wild left hook attempt there by Holyfield. That missed. Holyfield would flat out beat up opponents early in his career. These days priding himself on ring smarts.
Stop. Let go.
Adjustments on the fly, which really came to light in the first meeting with Mike Tyson. Has he discovered already the answer to Toney's style? Holyfield with an overhand right.
James Toney is a very good defensive fighter, but the way you beat him is you do throw that hook, and there it is. Holyfield knows what to do, and he's doing it here in this round.
On the inside, a very effective left hook by Holyfield.
And let's make another important point here early, and perhaps James Toney will make a liar out of this point. He's never been hit by a guy that hits like Evander Holyfield.
And Toney has never been seriously hurt in his career. He's never been stopped. He's only been down a couple of times. The last time was 1994 with Roy Jones.
And of course, as we point out, the people he's been fighting were middleweights, super middleweights, and then of course up to cruiserweight. Vasily Girov, while he was very busy and very aggressive in their last fight, threw many arm punches.
And of course, he's been through a lot of wars in the Kronk gym, probably against bigger guys. You wonder if he's ever felt the power of an Evander Holyfield. Although Holyfield, throughout his career, not really known as a knockout puncher, but he made up for that with heart and courage and guts. But he's a bruiser. He's very rough on the inside, accused by many of using roughhouse tactics. That's a heavy right hand, a short, crisp right hand to the head by Holyfield.
And if you're looking for signs one way or the other, not only is it good for Holyfield that he's thrown the hook so much, he's even getting the right hand in. You don't normally land that against Toney.
And Holyfield is picking off shots defensively by Toney. A very good first round for the legendary Holyfield, who just made Toney buckle with a body shot just before the bell.
After the bell.
Certainly not the same Evander Holyfield we saw in his last fight against Chris Bird, when he looked very sluggish and mistakenly tried to match wits with the slickster Bird. He is very aggressive and attacking James Toney, and he comes off a terrific opening round.
Holyfield threw nearly 30 left hooks, well over 26 left hooks in the first round. So here's a guy who now finally has that weapon back again and is using it with great dispatch.
Toney trying to get into a rhythm here, starting to throw that left, misses with the right. Toney jabbing more now and using his crafty defensive skills. He is a great counterpuncher. What I'm seeing out of Holyfield is here, he's fighting in sustained fashion. He is not fighting in spurts. He's not just trying to steal things.
One of the weapons that Holyfield's not using yet is the jab. Toney's jabbed a little bit better, and there you see Toney trying to use the jab upstairs, downstairs, and then go upstairs.
There's a beautiful jab stuffed in there by Holyfield.
That was okay.
That was not a low blow, says Jay Nady, by Evander Holyfield.
James Toney wants this fight in the center of the ring. You can see he is trying desperately to stay off the ropes. He knows that's a real danger area for him. And he realizes it more now, Steve, after the first round, in which he was in that position and couldn't counterpunch like he normally does, and was hit with big hooks to the body and the head.
Stop! Break! Let go.
I like the way Holyfield is setting his distance. And he's trying to throw as Toney gets ready to throw, which was a device used very successfully against a fellow named Mike Tyson in that great first fight.
Toney being more aggressive, though, here in the second round, starting to get some of his punches off, a slight subtle change. He's able to land a little bit.
And he's getting a little more cutesy now. That's his style, that tricky sidestepping, slipping, the shifting.
Nothing low, Evander.
Now, Holyfield's doing a good job committing to the body.
Stop! Let him out, let him out. Had one low there, keep it up.
But at least in round 2, Toney has found a home for the jab, an occasional hook, an occasional right hand. And certainly made it a much closer round. And Holyfield has been more inactive.
Now Holyfield, yes, more measuring. The work rate has really gone down since that big first round. Nice quick left hook to the jaw by Toney. A crisp one. That caught Holyfield with his defenses down.
Toney making Holyfield miss a lot more in this round and maybe doing enough to steal this round.
Holyfield missing, but he got him on the inside with a left hook uppercut. A better round for James Toney, round 2.
Be his calling card during this match.
And we enter round 3, scheduled for 12, a heavyweight non-title bout. Holyfield sticking the jab, and it's effective. Let's see if he follows it up with the right. Of course, his key combination, as Al has pointed out, the double left hook to the body and to the head. And so far, that left hand seems okay after the shoulder surgery.
You know, Holyfield landed that big right. You very seldom do that against Toney. Yes, he's throwing left hooks, but there's one small element missing from what Evander Holyfield is doing. He's not taking that step to the left. When you don't do that against Toney, you miss with the hook, and he's doing that more in the last 2 rounds.
And Toney is as good a counter puncher there is in the sport today.
Nice body work downstairs by Toney.
Step back.
Let's not forget Holyfield's age. He's 41 years of age. You can't always sustain what you want over the course of a round when you're 41. And here comes Toney back again.
Toney with the nice long jab, but one and done.
Excellent right by James Toney, a counter punch. And this fight is now settling into what we thought it would be for however long it lasted. And that was 2 men pot-shotting each other, and it right in front of each other, throwing and landing. Holyfield told us at our meeting with him that he would try this several times during the fight, try and get Toney, lure him in so he could counter him, and that's what he's trying to do now. Toney's not getting hit with any counter punches, actually landing a few of his own, including that beautiful left hook on the inside.
Toney acknowledging something to his corner.
And then he got hit with a combination because of it.
Don't hold. Watch your head, Evander. Watch your head. Stop!
Well, you know the history of Evander Holyfield as far as the head is concerned. Mike Tyson, John Ruiz, Asim Rahman could tell you about it. Left-right combination upstairs did have full impact by Holyfield.
It is very hard to hit Toney with a perfect right hand.
Stop. Man, you got to keep your head away from his head.
Jay Nady warning Holyfield about the head, jumping right on that issue. Of course, a lot of fighters complaining that Holyfield is dirty. Others say it just gets rough on the inside, and that's the kind of fighter he is. Toney said he's very prepared for that, and he just wipes off the sweat off his shoulder as if to say to Holyfield, "You're not hurting me."
A confident James Toney to this point, that's for sure. The right hand gets in. Toney's hand speed is making a difference right now. I'm not saying it's dazzling at this point, but it's certainly better than Holyfield's.
Tony's motion toward his corner was actually directed toward the judge over there, we are told, in trying to indicate to the judge that he hit Evander Holyfield. He's working the judges. Toney unleashing a right.
Let go, one hold.
Holyfield.
Combination, the left hook, effective on Holyfield's head.
Look how low Holyfield's hand is, Steve.
Toney continues to have success here at the beginning of round 4. He's landing. Now the infighting as Toney backs off, gets himself some leverage, and fires the straight right. That connected. Toney looking a lot better since the first round.
Holyfield is doing what he did against Bird, coming inside and smothering his punches. Could that mean the left shoulder's bothering him again and he can't keep the left up? That's when he does it. When he can't keep that left up and jab his weight, he has to come inside. And he's kept the left low, and Toney's hit him with right hands.
It might be affecting him negatively, you're right. And when you're almost 41 years old, those problems can crop up in a second. Back comes Holyfield.
Well, now it's what we thought it was going to be, isn't it?
It's a slugfest.
The defense of Toney right now is excellent, though.
The war on October 4 living up to its billing now.
And Holyfield's doing the right thing by working the body of Toney. If you can't hit him in the head, go to the body, because this is a 12-round fight. He weighs 217 pounds. You want to slow him down.
All right, stop.
Toney hoping that Holyfield punches himself out. Under a minute left.
What's your
in
head?
an action-packed
Let go
fourth
of me,
round.
Vander. Let go. Let go.
That right hand by Holyfield got in there very well against Toney. Now, does Toney think he's punched himself out? Will he try and come back now?
Toney with a very fast pace. And he's a lot busier now. Crisp left hooks. 3 in a row unanswered. A right uppercut on the jaw by Toney on the inside.
Work out of there. Don't hold.
4 good shots by James Toney during that sequence.
You can't push him around with your head.
Jay Nady again cautioning Holyfield to be careful with the head. That left hook blocked by Holyfield.
A very interesting round to score.
Time!
Holyfield has a fight on his hands here with James Toney. As we head into round 5 scheduled for 12. Toney now brimming with confidence, tripling up on the left, firing a straight right. And Toney is getting off first. There's a big overhand right to the chin, a left hook to the other side of Holyfield's face. Flicking the jab, doing it all, twisting and turning. James Toney all of a sudden seems to have Holyfield in his pocket. Oh, what a heavy right hand showing the chin of Holyfield. Big shot by Toney. Another one over the top.
That left of Holyfield's has gone so low. The lead right by Toney is a slam dunk for him.
Press row scoring. It's all knotted up.
I have it 3 rounds to 1, but the 4th round, a very close round, and I could see it being even after 4 rounds. That is not out of the question. That 4th round was a close round.
Watch your head, Evander.
Toney off to a tremendous start in this round.
I'm of the belief Toney is slightly ahead at this point.
Now Holyfield, when he's on the inside here, should be taking that step to the left and making it work. Instead, it's Toney with the double left hook.
Well,
James Toney is hooking with the left hook artist, and if anything shows that he's in control of this fight, that is it right now.
Defying, don't hook with a hooker. That extra weight is not affecting Toney's quickness or speed with his hands whatsoever. Again, doubling up with the left is James. Beautiful combination upstairs by James Toney, a countering right, but Holyfield couldn't connect. Interesting, we have role reversal here. Toney getting off first, and Holyfield doing a lot of counter. Toney's known as a superb counterpuncher. Oh, what a zinging straight right hand to the head of Holyfield. James Toney continues to score.
Holyfield is waiting for that to counter, but the problem is he's getting hit, and his hand speed isn't up to the task right now, and he's not getting to the left where he can land that hook. And this is becoming a replay of so many previous James Toney fights where fighters stand on his right side and can't land any punches. It's a footwork issue for Holyfield now as much as anything. Look at him. He's in the wrong position. He can't get that hook in. Now he moves to the left.
Big flurry at the end of the... Evander Holyfield with an incredible look of concern on his face, perhaps underestimating James Toney.
And let's remember, he's just short of his 41st birthday. And at a certain point, athletes can wear down.
And athletes, particularly fighters, can get old. They turn old in one night.
You know, after a textbook for... Oh,
what a body shot by Toney. And you saw the reaction, the grimace of Holyfield.
It was a perfect first round for Evander Holyfield. And since then, it has been all James Toney.
Now again, Toney motioning over, I can only assume to the judge, who is smiling.
Stop. Let him out. Let go.
To tell him once again, I connected with a punch. Just in case you didn't see it.
You know what? Doesn't he know we're supposed to do the commentary? Wow, he is just devastating Evander Holyfield now, and Holyfield with no answers. And let's say this about James Toney. He told us, I'm going to throw combinations. I will have hand speed in this fight. Don't be deceived by the fact that I've got big arms, that I weighed more than everybody thought I should. And so far, and we say so far, he's followed through on his promise.
Well, to this point, that is true. It is very easy to say that the extra weight
Evander,
is
don't
having
butt him.
no negative effect on James Toney.
And Holyfield smothering himself, doing exactly what he did against Chris Berg. What the reason for that is, I don't know. Is it because the arm hurts and he can't get it up? And, you know, you throw the jab. It's very low right now. Whatever the reason, he is not fighting a smart fight right now. Not a good strategic fight and not a very active fight. And again, I've seen James, I've been on broadcast 15 or 20 James Toney fights. You got to get to your left and rip punches, and right now he's not doing it.
Toney just digging in with left hands to Holyfield's body. Has to be wearing Holyfield out. Holyfield with tremendous guts, plowing forward, and now hanging out.
Let go.
Holyfield starting to really show the wear and tear and the exhaustion. Oh, what a right hand by Toney, and then eluding the comebacker, the left hook try by Holyfield.
Stop. You got to watch banging him. You're hitting him.
That looked like a use of the head by Holyfield. Jay Nady gave him another caution, might take a point away. I have to tell you, there's another factor to this. James Toney's hit Evander Holyfield with, I guess, almost the best punches you can throw, and Holyfield hasn't gone anywhere, which is pretty interesting.
Now he's going backwards, but he swings wildly, Holyfield, and misses. Perhaps out of frustration, going back to the headbutting.
Bell! Thank you.
And did it again. So Jay Nady correct in giving him a warning, and I think a point deduction soon wouldn't be bad.
In almost whispering tones in the Holyfield corner, Don Turner, who's been with the Real Deal 7 years, told Holyfield, you got to get busy. He's punching over, so you punch under. Let's see.
Well, it may be too late in terms of stamina and all the rest of it for Holyfield to change his game plan. He may have to feel, and it may be that he's going to have to land something that hurts James Toney. And remember, in the first round of the half, he did land some big shots, and apparently they didn't hurt Toney.
Toney is so bubbling with confidence right now. He strutted back to his corner.
Keep your head back.
That last sequence was this fight in microcosm. Holyfield landed a right hand, wasn't perfect, came with the left hook, which was blocked, came with another left hook, which Toney slipped. That is what he's facing.
Don't hold.
Scores unofficial at the halfway point.
Don't hold. Let go, hold.
Here's your press row, people. They've got Toney now inching ahead. Remember, it was all tied up earlier after 4. And through 6, they've got Toney up a couple of points.
I have Toney ahead by, I am winning every round since the first. The fourth was very close.
So you have a bit of a bigger disparity than the judges along press row. Midway through the 7th round. Momentum swinging early after a good first round by Holyfield. Toney coming up.
Watch your head, Evander.
Very strong. No knockdowns. Holyfield looks tired.
He is fighting in spurts. He is not fighting full rounds.
That's
and that
okay.
has been symptomatic of what has caused his problems in the last 5 or 6 fights, and it's continuing here tonight.
A booming right hand to the head by Toney. And Holyfield just stands there and absorbs it. He's absorbed a lot of punishment tonight at the hands of the smaller James Toney. But he keeps on fighting.
Watch your heads.
Trying.
Watch your heads.
Not enough punches coming from Evander Holyfield, and we don't know at this juncture if he can hurt Toney with a big shot.
Toney just too fast for him, too quick.
Stop.
Elusive defensively.
Bang him. Go.
Evander Holyfield, who is on that crusade to become undisputed champion once again. You have to wonder about that after this performance tonight against a cruiserweight champion.
He says he's a throwback. He is that.
An aficionado of legends like Ezra Charles and Sugar Ray Robinson, now looking to end the career of a legend in Evander Holyfield. But you get the feeling in listening to Holyfield, Al, that even a loss tonight, big right hand by Holyfield out of nowhere, countering right hand by Toney. You get the feeling after listening to Holyfield, even with a loss tonight, he won't step away from the sport. It is going to take a freight train to hit him.
Well, we'll see. Based upon this performance, he is certainly not doing well. You know, Toney, his old trainer Bill Miller, showed him all those films of Walcott, Ezra Charles, and a fighter who he really reveres, Rocky Marciano. And he is not fighting like Rocky Marciano because it's all about hand speed and combinations of defense, but I'll tell you what, he's showing that kind of grit and determination.
He reveres Marciano because he was a small heavyweight. Now this is vintage James Toney. He does his thing, steps back, admires, and then comes forth again.
He's had, I mean, the Jirov fight and this fight and 1 or 2 before that is the best he's fought in over a decade. It's fascinating. It's as if a light switch came on, and even though he hasn't lost since 1997, Toney hasn't performed well.
Now he's getting really cute. He's got to be careful sticking out his left arm.
He's getting hit by Holyfield, but apparently not being hurt, and that's a news story. Look at him.
He's looking at the judge again. The judge is laughing.
And Holyfield whacked him with 3 good punches.
Watch your head, please.
Toney's co-pilot in the corner, Freddie Roach, up to this point, really likes what he sees.
Watch your head, please.
You know, Evander Holyfield's not a bad heavyweight puncher. He's knocked some people out. And one thing you don't lose even with your age usually is the power you do have. He's hit James Toney with some very nice shots. And none of them have made a huge impact. And we say that because that leads us now to talk about James Toney, the heavyweight. Does this mean, based upon this performance so far, that James Toney can take some pretty good heavyweight punches? It may well.
There's a little trickle of blood from the lower lip of Evander Holyfield. As Toney continues to press forward, Holyfield trying to escape the ropes, which he does. And blood now coming down heavier from the mouth of Holyfield.
And he can't answer.
That was an opportunity to answer right there. Toney with a wild right hand. He left himself wide open, and no counter punch by Holyfield. He just stood there. Again, nothing. Comes back with a couple of soft left hands. Has no effect on Toney. Toney stares him down.
Come on.
Hey, move away.
A a dramatic, perhaps sad moment there in the corner. Don Turner urging Evander Holyfield, showing compassion for Holyfield's health and welfare.
That's one of the most poignant moments I remember in a boxing corner in a long time. And let's see what happens.
Telling Evander Holyfield, you continue to get hit by these right hands, which you just got hit by again. There it is again. I'm going to stop the fight. Holyfield, never a quitter. He's just going to stand in there. He didn't really respond. Did you hear him say anything?
No, he kind of shook his head out. He said something about "I'll do it," but I don't know. It wasn't with conviction.
It was with soft tones.
Thank you. Now we can box.
No quit, of course. And Evander Holyfield, as you check out the press row scoring, it continues to widen for Toney. Oh, there's a short left hook. Another one by Holyfield. Oh, he's trying.
He's hitting him with hooks. Now they're partially blocked, and that's not hurting James Toney.
He's going for it all here. He's throwing it all at Toney now.
You just can't back him like that.
He's looking for a Hollywood turnaround, a dramatic turnaround, Holyfield. He knows.
That was what he had, and for the first time you saw him hold on. This fight could be moments or at least a minute or two away from ending. Yes?
We may be seeing the end of an era. It's going to be ruled a knockdown.
4, 5, you okay? 6, are you all right? 7, you sure you're okay? Come to me. 8.
I think they've thrown in the towel. Don Turner has thrown in the towel. No disagreement whatsoever from referee Jay Nady, and it's over. James Toney has stopped Evander Holyfield.
Okay, lift it in. Lift it in.
Of James Toney into the ear of Evander Holyfield. I love you.
Sometimes it's hard to be a gracious winner when you've had all that bravado.
Need some water, man?
It's best, man. I did what I thought it was best, man.
Don Turner acting out of compassion and love.
You knew all along you would do it.
For Holyfield. And no argument from the real deal. He was getting punished round after round by this man, James Toney.
Did he ever hurt you?
Big right hand, left hooks, and so elusive defensively. And he was getting off first most of the time.
James Toney made a statement in one sense. Yes, it's true. Evander Holyfield.
Detroit, baby, Ann Arbor.
Detroit,
One time, baby. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we do it when we
A heavyweight coming out party for James Toney.
Nobody do it like that.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. has
another Southern brother
the details.
in the ground, baby. They can't deal with me. Nobody do it like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 1 minute, 42 seconds in round number 9. Our referee in charge, Jay Nady, recognizes the corner and agrees. He stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, James Lights Out
Toney becomes only the second man to stop Evander Holyfield. The only time before this was against Riddick Bowe.
And how much bigger is Riddick Bowe? Granted, it was years ago and it was Evander Holyfield in his prime. How much bigger is Riddick Bowe as a man normally than James Toney? That's truly astonishing. And James Toney made good on his promise. And that man, a legend in the sport, could be headed to retirement.
It was the third fight with Bowe, a TKO, round number 8. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Steve. James, congratulations on the fight tonight. Were you simply just too quick and too fast for Evander Holyfield?
I'm too quick and too fast for anybody to step in the ring with me as a heavyweight. That's the bottom line. You know, Jim, I don't know why you come up here. Don't come up here and try to give me no badass questions, try to degrade me. I want to thank the God, thank the man upstairs.
Question's legitimate. Were you too quick?
Evander Holyfield was a great fighter. Don't diminish that at any time. Holyfield's a great warrior. He came to fight. Bottom line.
Did he ever hurt you?
Who's next? I got milk, baby. Who's next? My mom, Sherry, Uncle Larry. Oh, everybody love y'all.
Did he ever hurt you at any point tonight?
Bob Scott. No, he never hurt me, man. I'm indestructible. Don't forget that when I'm ready, I'm indestructible, baby. I'll fight anybody out there anywhere, anytime. Next. Who's next?
Detroit, baby.
Detroit. I don't care. Whoever Dan Gusalano, that's who I'm knocking over next. Bottom line, Goose and Tudor, we're #1. We're taking over the thing. You know that? Hey, my talent speaks for itself. I ain't gonna answer nobody else's question. I'm going home. We're gonna have a party. Oh, we're gonna have a party. Everybody dollar me. If they don't want to respect me, fuck them.
You got your respect.
Excuse me.
You got your respect now.
You know, I don't want no
James,
respect. They ain't gonna respect me. Bottom line, Goose and Tudor, Evander Holyfield's a great fighter. Hey, I watched him when I was a kid. I love the guy, but I had to do what I had to do. That's what I get paid to do. Bottom line, Detroit in the house. Emmanuel Stewart.
James,
I got your message, baby.
Let's try and have
you know it.
Let's try and have a decent interview and a conversation here. Hold on a second here.
Jake, why you walking up on me, dog? Come on, champ.
Come on, let's go over to Evander Holyfield.